cutting, trimming on our hanging baskets. We're going into mid-July now, and flowers that were beautiful in the spring have grown, give you some beautiful color, and it's time to give them a clip, kind of like a haircut. The petunia is beautiful through the spring and summer. As it gets kind of long and leggy, you need to give it just a trim. If you'll take just a standard pair of scissors, cut the basket off about midway down the side of your hanging basket. You'll cut these green strips off that are looking a little ragged, and you can see kind of what I've done. Here's your basket. If you'll cut the same pretty much all the way around and leave the shoots on your flower, this petunia, about halfway over the basket, that 2 to 4 inch of growth. You keep this fed and it will come back and make some beautiful color all summer long. Other plants like your verbena, a lot of times in the heat, will also slow down on their blooms. You can see the dead blooms and the discoloration in the flower. It's needing a clip also. And of course, as you clip these, you need to be sure and keep them fed. Plants are just like us. If we eat too much, or if you fertilize your plant too much, it can be bad. It can burn the roots up and make your plant look pretty bad if you feed it too much. But see, you can tell where I've clipped here, just across the top of our hanging basket. In just a couple weeks now, this verbena, if you feed it correctly, will come back out, give you pretty color the rest of the summer. This is another flowering plant called a million bell or super bell that also is beautiful through the spring and early summer, but you can see how bad the brown foliage is on this one. It also just needs that clip. Keep an eye on your plants throughout the summer for insect problems, disease problems. If you see little holes on some of the leaves, then you might be having some little infestation of bugs that might harm the plant eventually. But you can see it's real simple, just a basic pair of scissors that most persons would have in their homes. Or if you don't have a pair, you can get them for just a couple dollars at a lot of your independent stores. But and then across the top, you'll also need to trim that off as well. And you don't have to measure anything to get it exactly right. Just shape that plant up till you think it's looking pretty good, the overall size of it. Keep it fed, and in just a couple weeks it'll be shooting out beautiful growth, and another week after that you'll start having a brand new crop of flowers. It'll give you flowers the rest of the summer. You can see this basket right here that about 2.5 weeks ago was the size of these. This basket was cut back, set down, and was fertilized with a Miracle-Gro type solution each time it was watered. And in just a couple weeks, it just came out and made beautiful flowers. It's starting all over, and it'll be beautiful until cold weather snaps it this fall. This is the same plant, a super bell, million bell, that was trimmed about 4 weeks ago. And you can see the difference in the plants from something like this. 2 to 3 weeks later, it goes to this. In another 3 to 4 weeks, you'll have a beautiful basket all over again. And the secret to keeping them that pretty, like I've said, is some food. You have several different types of food that you can vary in your plant. My favorite is the Miracle-Gro, the Osmocote, which is a slow release fertilizer. On a 10-inch basket, you can take a spoon that comes with the container, which is basically a tablespoon. If you'll take this spoon and put a couple spoonfuls on each basket, as water hits this product, it will release food to feed that plant for the next 3 to 4 months. So one time of this dose, usually in the spring to early summer, will feed your baskets all summer long. A lot of people also use a product called Miracle-Gro. This is a mix that can be put into your container of water and feed your plants each time you water, usually about every week to 10 days, 7 to 10 days. This will have some instructions with it, so you don't want to mix your plant, the food for your plant, too strong. Just follow the directions given on your containers. Also, if you see a little problem with insects, there are some products out now made from basic soaps that are a non-toxic chemical type of solution. They can irritate your skin a little bit, so even when you apply substance like this, you might want to put on some gloves. I know a lot of people still use gloves when washing dishes and that type thing, so basic soap can irritate you, and these products can too if you get too much on your skin. So just be sure and go ahead and trim your baskets back now. Like I said, it's getting plenty late, but if you'll go ahead and trim them all the way around, it'll give you flowers, it'll give you color. So thank y'all for coming today. Hope you've learned a little bit and able to rejuvenate those baskets for the beautiful color that they'll give you till the cold weather hits in this winter. Thank you for coming.